Welcome everybody to another episode of Vertigo X Idol. We've got Vertigo Championship Wrestling. We've got our TV tapings coming up, and that's all we've pretty much got to do for the month because we are just coming off one of our major shows, so we've got to deal with that. But we have got a lot of stuff to do in Idolfight Project, so it's going to be pretty full episode with a lot of little shows kind of going through. So don't think there's much that I was really working with as far as that is concerned. But let me look right here. Let me see. Spring Festival is where it's supposed to be. Monday week 3 is the next live stage. So Monday week 3, March. Active. Boom. All right. And then we want night 8. We're looking at Tuesday. Come on. Get my act together here. All right, we got like 7 shows to book, some shit like that. Oh, wait. Sorry. 90 minutes. I'm glad I noticed that because I started going up to 90 minutes on these, and I didn't want to have to, I did not want to have to deal with that. All right, let's see here. Jesus, let me just throw everything. Let me just not hold on to anything properly. All right, let's see here. So we've got that tomorrow night. We've got that. All right, we're moving right along because we got freaking 4 Idolfight shows and 4 TV episodes for Vertigo. Those of you who are here, how are you all doing? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, a lot of potential re-signings. Yeah, if we're not really doing too much, I'm just boogieing. All right, what do we got? That's not where we're going to go, but not going to broadcast it. We're going to Itabashi. Select that. Boom. All right. Incidents. Okay. Hopefully good ones. Kyoko Kimura, Ayumi Kurihara. Okay. People person. Good. Uh-oh. Kyoko Kimura has taken Asako Miya under her wing as a protege. Oh my god. She's getting more proteges? Shit, that's pretty. That'll be interesting, dude. If we live in a world where Asako Miya ends up being like a world-class wrestler because of oh no, they're upset the Wakana thing wasn't new titties. I mean, it's the one thing. No, she's got too much self-respect and ambition. They should know that. She's very ambitious. She's got too much ambition and self-respect to do that. I think the idea is the fact that it's not a new set of photos. But yeah, other than that, it is what it is. Let's see here. Sayuri Nimba. Unagi Sayaka. There we go. Match. Unagi. Himawari. Boom. 9 minutes total. Unagi. We're going to make it open. Might help with Himawari. All right. I too have self-respect. I too would have self-respect if I could eat 2 cakes and have it go to my knockers. Where does all the food go? Just straight to her boobs. It's the damnedest thing. Uh, 10 minutes. We're going Hikari. We'll make it open. We're going to make it tainted just because when you got stuff like this happening, there's going to be cheating. It's going to be two villains, two heels going up against one another who are both weapons people. They're most definitely going to be, you know what? Let's say at ringside. We'll bring Chie ringside. And Asako, why not? We'll bring them both. I think they're both pretty cheap. All right, let's see. Actually, I just realized because they're going to be... Okay, no, I don't want that. I want this. Those are going to be gone because they're going to be coming out next. When is that world title push? This is the first IdolPro since Hikari left. Is it? Whoops. When's that world title push? It's always been there. Now, Yuki, Asako, Chie, selling, fighting. Oops. There we go. And a match, 2v2. Yeah, Princess, Miyakoko Army. I gotta do some updated photos. Yuki Arai isn't going to change too much. Chie's is mostly based off of her CDK, her Baka Gaijin look. Asako's I don't think is going to change too much. Now has got at least a slightly different look to her. But yeah, there's a few of them. And I'm going to have to change around. Let's see. We'll go open match. Here we go. Match that. Now, Yuri. Dude, it has been an absolute insanity trying to deal with all the shows that I gotta cram into the month. Let's see. Draw. Open. Time limit. And there you go. Come on. Hanan. Kamiyu. I like the fact that we can actually throw a couple extra matches in here. Now that we are actually doing 90-minute shows. I just gotta run through them. Open, decisive. At ringside, we'll have Asahi ringside for Hanan and Mirai ringside there. 4 No Mercy nods now, filling that Fire Pro void. Nice. I'm trying to work on some stuff for MLB Power Pros for the Wii, specifically the 2008 one. That's the one I've been looking at. I might do something for the stream with that. I'm not sure. I mean, I'd also looked at stuff for like Madden 08 for the GameCube with some of the stuff that you could do there to fill that football void. If I feel like playing football. Let's see here. Asahi. Anon. Kamyu. Mirai. There we go. Main event. Michiko, Mei Saruga, $16 minutes. We've got Michiko winning. Open match, tainted win. Let's see, distraction finish on May by Ayano. And I think that's good there. Boom, boom. I've been looking at some of the No Mercy mods. I'm not sure which one I'd want. I mean, I've always looked into Feel the Bang. I kind of want to figure out Feel the Bang because that would recapture my... That would truly capture my my childhood. Let's see. Michiko. Yano, May, Entertainment, Charisma, and Selling. So you already lost, so that's fine. Just do that. And, all right. 10 segments, 90 minutes. All right. Booking analysis should be fine. Click it and ship it. All right, we are here for the Golden Spirit Grand Prix night number 8 to open up March. We've got a lot of shows to cram into the next 3 weeks, so this is going to be a sprint to the finish here, as we got less than 3 weeks to Spring Festival, and we still got another 6 nights to put in here. Of course, we are at Sold Out Itabashi Green Hall. We're going to open up the show with some sad news, of course, due to injury that was suffered earlier last month in between shows. Sairi Namba opens up the show, running down the card, saying that there will be a change in the card. Tonight was supposed to be Unagi Sayaka taking on Risa Sera in the Golden Spirit Grand Prix to open up the show, but because of that Risa's injury, she is going to have to take a forfeit. So Unagi will get an automatic 2 points for that injury. However, Sairi says that Risa is looking to come back and finish out the rest of her matches, even if it's within just a 3 or 4 day span. So Unagi will get the forfeit victory here, and Unagi celebrates and says that she's ready to still end up having some sort of match tonight. And with that, we've got the rookie Himawari coming down. It is a poor match between the both of them, but Unagi does tend to kind of carry Himawari through this, just under 7.5 minutes. Submits Himawari and Unagi, successful once again, as she'll be looking to continuing her win streak here in the Golden Spirit Grand Prix. We get to the next match forward. Hikari Noa taking on Miyako Matsumoto. It's a decent match there, and just over 8 minutes. There is a lot of both these people are heels. Both these people love weapons, so there was a lot of weapons and a lot of sneaky cheating that happened. So it was sort of a cheat off between Hikari and Miyako, and Hikari did get the better of Miyako, despite having. Or no, she didn't have anybody ringside this time, so that didn't seem to help her out very much, as Miyako's army will be later on in the night. But Hikari Noa ends up getting the best of her just over 8 minutes and gets the win and the 2 points in the Grand Prix. And we get to our next match. First off, AI Princess Nao Ishikawa and Yuki Arai are going to be doing a short performance before their match. It is rudely interrupted by Miyako Army, Asako Miya, and Chie as they attack them from behind and start throwing them into the ring from their little area. And that's going to be the start of this match. The bell eventually rings, and we get this match. AI Princess took just 9.5 minutes, but AI Princess does eventually get the win. Now Ishikawa submits Asako and gets the win for AI Princess. Asako is the weak link, but for those who maybe are watching on the sort of click around into the shows here beforehand, several shows ago, a couple months ago, Kyoko Kimura took Himawari under her wing, and just tonight Kyoko Kimura took Asako Miya under her wing. So I feel like this 18 performance might be about the worst that you're gonna see from Asako. Let's see, we'll find out what she ends up getting taught in the future, being the protege, one of another protege of Kyoko Kimura. We get to our next Golden Spear Grand Prix match. Now Kakuta facing Yuri, and it went the full 15 minutes. No winner was determined, and we got the time limit expiration. So a time limit draw. We haven't had a whole lot of those, but Now and Yuri will both walk away with a single point in that. Not much else to say about that. Neither one of them too thrilled about not being able to get the win, but we got they each will walk away with a point on this draw. We get another non-Grand Prix match with one half of the Lionesses in Hanan and one half of Strong Kickers in Yuki Kamifuku. Decent match between the both of them. This went nearly 13 and a half minutes as Hanan ends up judo throwing Kamiyu and ends up getting the win for herself. Of course, Asahi was seconding her, as well as Mirai seconding Kamiyu. And there you go. A strong win for the JD Lionesses, which, of course, they get in the ring afterwards. And they say that they're not too thrilled that the Strong Kickers just managed to get themselves, another title match. And they say just one more time in a or at least a 2-on-2. They want to face the Strong Kickers before Spring Festival to determine if they will be fighting for the Twin Spirit titles. They want one shot at being able to either take the title match from them or maybe even turn it into a 3-way. So we'll see what happens there. No answer as of yet, but the challenge has been thrown down by the JD Lionesses to challenge the Strong Kickers at the next live stage in about 2 weeks. We get to our main event. It is Michiko versus Mei Saruga in the main event Grand Prix match. 13 and a half minutes is what it went. Looked like Mei Saruga was about to get the win over Michiko. That would have been Michiko's first loss in this Grand Prix. And it was not to be, as Ayano Irie provided a distraction and that allowed Michiko to recover and tombstone pile drive Mei Suruga and get the win. And Michiko, once again, still undefeated in this tournament. Another 2 points for Michiko in the main event. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Give me just a moment to get the last segment out here, which, of course, as Mei is being helped to the back, Michiko stands there with Ayano, who helped with the distraction that allowed the victory. Michiko mocks Mei as she's going to the back, and mocks Mei for thinking that she could have actually won and perhaps even won the Grand Prix and try to recapture the Royal Spirit title, as Michiko declares herself the soon-to-be winner and soon-to-be undefeated Grand Prix winner. And ends the show with Ayano, and that will be it for this night of the Golden Spirit Grand Prix. All right. Oh, good Lord. What are you going to do? Good gooning angles. Kira is, I actually did, I don't know if I mentioned that. I just got done. Oh yeah, no, I mentioned it in the Discord that I spent like all last Saturday like creating, like taking a bunch of Joshis that hadn't been in, because there was a lot of Joshis from like the last year that have debuted that weren't in this save, and I was like, well, I got to do something about that, because it's like it would be kind of awkward to be doing this, and you know, you have someone like Victoria Yuzuki who's not in here. Kira Summer does it reminds the fans that she's married, has a face, gets cheered by announcing she's single. So you're gonna make her a heel on a Joshi promotion simply by teasing men. Nothing. It's just one of the guys here, one of my only mods, coming up with an angle for my show. It is it's something. Let me see here. We need night 9. All right. That was Friday. So we got a 3-day turnaround before the next night. We are packing them in here. We're already 2 nights away, and we got to book TV in the same time. By the way, I saw were some people gone. Johnny Swinger out injured. Sylvain Grenier, he's got to be a road agent, right? Yeah, it's like he's not. Sunny Kiss gone. Shoko Nakajima. Ooh, wait. Oh, okay, she's still with Ice Ribbon. Okay. She quit TJPW. So there's a possible Oz is still. Yeah, if I because I think Oz is still bigger than us, right? Yeah. Oz is bigger than Vertigo, for Christ's sake. Trying to see. Marvelous is about the only one that I can hop over. Man, I need to get above TJPW. I need to get over them. Who are the new Joshis added? Whoever's debuted in the last year. I'll tell you that much. Whoever's debuted in the last year, which is nice because we've got some not yet debuted workers because of it. You know, we've got some people who haven't even debuted yet. So we're still waiting on. Oh yeah, and I cut the pictures myself because the mod didn't have it. So we got Chica still to come. Kira Summers in there. Kizuna. Yo, I'm taking Kizuna the minute April 20. All right, April. We are, as soon as April hits, I'm snapping her up. Absolutely. Rana is in December. Rana's still away. Was Rana really in December? I thought that was Rhea. Was Rhea only in August too? Rion, Kirara, who was also December. Uda. I don't know. I probably won't pick up Uda right away. I just added to her as Victoria Yuzuki. I just got that out of the way now, so I didn't have to do that. And then Yuna, Yuki Minami. Oh yeah, she's the one in Marigold that was with Ice Ribbon, I think, right? Yuna's probably another one I'm gonna snap up day one when she debuts. Yeah, so whatever you've missed, you just missed that first show that I just did. And then let me see here. We got 2 days until our TV. So yeah, Sunny Kiss seems to be the only one who's leaving a major company. So no major leavings right now. Rhea, after 4 months, son, I have to retire due to my health problems. Yeah, I think some of the people like I think Haru and Toga and Runa were also here. But like Hanako wasn't there yet. So Hanako's available. Cena, oh my god, I forgot. Cena's still technically here because she was an active wrestler when I started this save. Then again, there are several people in here who are active wrestlers or even not active wrestlers when I started this save. What promotion are you doing? I'm pretty much only updated with American wrestling. I do my own promotions. So I'm running a 2-player save with a Joshi promotion in Japan, which I just did the first show, and I'll be doing a few other shows because I'm running like a. So if you're pretty much only updated with American wrestling, I don't know if you've seen New Japan and you know what the G1 Climax is, or if you've watched AEW and you know what the Continental Classic is. It's a round robin tournament, so that's what I've been doing. And then I do have an American promotion out of the Midwest called Vertigo Championship Wrestling, which we are a day away from our next set of tapings. Robert Roode out of WWE. In fact, I think I'm still probably too small, but we'll go ahead and shortlist Robert Roode. You're from the city Asia. Okay. Yeah, so if you've watched AEW even recently and know about the Continental Classic round robin tournament, that's basically what it is. Or if you even know that, that's what I've been doing with my Joshi promotion. And then I'm just coming off of I guess you would call it a pay-per-view, a major show in Vertigo here. So let me get to that. Thursday, Friday. I think I have to do my TV tapings first before I do my other events, which is fine. Let's see. Colt Cabana leaving AEW. Let's see. Anybody else? Eddie Kingston MVP. AWG hired Chiaki. Tommy Dreamer steps down as IWA Mid-South booker. Cabana would be a decent get. How much? 1,100. He's very charismatic. If nothing else... Oh yeah, I didn't even notice Ultimo Guerrero. Oh, he's only in Mexico. I'd have to try to talk him into let me move over to America. Let me move over to that. Am I too small for Colt Cabana? No, I'm not. For $1,700. Jesus. I should add another relationship here. I should add another relationship to his personal info. Big No Lucha Underground. Don't remember where that was based in. I think that was based in Texas somewhere. Or was it Arizona? I want to say Texas. I want to say that it was somewhere in there, I think. Los Angeles? Okay, I was like, I don't know why I thought Texas. Maybe it was because El Rey Network is a Texas-based. I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like a Los Angeles warehouse / sound stage. I forget. It's being used as something else because I remember someone said something and it's like something completely different now where someone took a picture. Like I remember someone was talking about that where they were showcasing something and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, this is where the temple was. And it's like something completely different now, which shouldn't be a totally big surprise, honestly. Oh, we're doing the Grand Prix first. All right. So, no broadcasters. Backstage incident. Ayano. Brighten the mood. Several funny cartoon drawings of her colleagues. Very nice. All right. And I thought we were doing the TV tapings first. I hope I didn't screw that up. I don't think I did. This is a silly idea, but I just want to make sure that I didn't accidentally change tonight. Okay. I was like, I hope I didn't accidentally change the date. You're not broadcasting it? No. I would think that it was it costs too much money, dude, for these shows. Yeah, I'm starting to do like live stage and stuff like that. I'm starting to do like my normal shows now, but like these are lesser tier shows that are really just to further some stuff and maybe make a little bit of money. But even with this stupid Grand Prix, I'm not making a lot of money. This is probably also going to be utilized in the future for lesser tier. Yeah, I would imagine that someone, maybe not a fan cam, but I would imagine the idea of like a couple handhelds, like a handheld plus, because we're in, I don't remember where Skip City would have their cameras, but yeah, I'm imagining like one cheap hard cam, one hand cam, and then it gets posted on YouTube. Once again, the really stupid thing about 2020 not having what 2016 had, where you're just broadcasting everything on the internet if you so choose to, because now I have to pretend like I'm broadcasting to YouTube, and it's just like, yeah, of course I'd probably make a VOD. I'd probably in real life make a VOD of this. Like, yeah, let's just record it. I'll just quick edit it in a day and then just throw it out there for people. And realistically. All right, let's see here. Ooh, we got someone pulling double duty tonight. And so Sayuri, and it is Mika. All right. So, first bit. Move that in. Mika. Ram. Boom. 14 minutes. And Mika to Victor. And we're going to go open match and decisive finish. And I think we're good there. Next match. We've got Nodoka. And we've got Momika. And we're going 11 on this. Hey, Super Mario. Yeah, temp banned in a stream for spoiling NXT last night. Interesting. Was it like a big wrestling-based stream? And I don't know why with the spoil. I don't get the whole whatever. So yeah, if you were going to talk about it, yes, I was excited to see Joe. I mean, I wasn't. I don't watch NXT that much, but it was kind of it was a nice moment for Hendry showing up. For someone spoiling, for someone who was like, "Oh my God, spoilers!" I don't care. There we go. The worst one that was ever to me. The worst one that was ever to me was I got done watching the first season of Attack on Titan, and I ended up having someone who had read the manga like spoil everything that was coming up. I'm just like, what the fuck? Here we go. We're doing 11 on that. And Asahi getting the win. We'll give it an open match. Give Yappy a chance here. Decisive finish. But it's still only going to be 9 minutes. Yeah, the streamers no spoiler warning. You spoiled Joe Hendry's NXT type of got 10. Zero clue which will end. You got eliminated immediately. Yeah. They're like, oh man, it's going to further a storyline. It's like, there's also a possibility that is WWE just being like, just remember TNA, you will always be our bitch. We will just, if we decide that we like somebody that you're lending to us, we will just take them. Random wrestler seen in random city buying a burger tonight. Let's see. We won't worry too much about the rest of that right now. Selling her match, but she is getting praised, so we'll do that. Boom. All right. Next up. Strong Kickers, JK Fallen Stars. 10 minutes. That's a quick one. I can't remember when Camille last won. Now, Camille did just lose, so you know what? We're going to give her the win. Give her the dub. Should it be open? Not this time. All right. And I think I'm just trying to make sure we're good on that. And 3 minutes, we've got Camille, we've got Mirai, Asahi, Anon, but they will be, whoops, you're on screen, you guys are off screen. And build up a match. All right, 2 more matches. Hikari, Unagi, there we go. We're going 13 minutes total. We're going Hikari getting the win. Open match, decisive finish. Boom. All right, main event. Let's see. What mod is your VertXIdol in? I want to say June 2020 with some modifications, which is mostly like adding in decently noteworthy people who've come in since June 2020, which also creates like a weird amalgamation of people who were in here, who are in this mod, but because they weren't wrestling at the time, like say CM Punk is in here, but he's not a wrestler, and he's technically out of the business, and I cannot bring him back into it. Like, there's not a way in the editor to do that because they want you to be like, yo, you can't just bring people back because, yeah, I'd have to literally start a new save over if I wanted to do that. Is Abaddon your only AEW wrestler in the game? I don't remember. I'd have to look at, I mean, on my roster, on my Joshi roster, I think so. On my Vertigo roster, I'm pretty sure there's a few others. Kiona, open match, decisive. We're going to keep Mika strong though. She had a reason. She had a reason for yeah, it's make them look good. Because the fact that they're fighting, that Mika's fighting through this match after already doing another one just like an hour ago. Yeah, that's gonna at least help her. 4 minutes. Jungle Kiona. Mika Iwata. Minor successes, both of them. All right. 10 segments, 90 minutes. We are golden. All right. Do a save real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. All right. And I think we're good. Okay, we are here for the Golden Spirit Grand Prix night number 9 in front of a sold-out Skip City multipurpose hall of 350 people. We're going to open up the show this time once again with Sayuri Namba running down the card, and she has Mika Iwata out with her. And Iwata greets the crowd, and she is ready to be the first, I believe, of the wrestlers to pull double duty. She'll have 2 matchups. She will be in the opener coming up right now, as well as in the main event against Jungle Kiona. So without further ado, we get to our opening match. Mika Iwata taking on Ram Kaicho in the Golden Spirit Grand Prix. Superb wrestling and good heat. Mika ends up getting the win in just over an 11.5 minutes. The spinning heel kick. Didn't have to get too much air for that. Ram is quite short. They do have great chemistry between each other. Jesus Christ, it's probably been one of our best matches, I think. Just in just randomly pulling off one of the best matches we've actually had in the history of our company as just an opener to this show. So fantastic. We go straight to our next Grand Prix matchup. Nodoka Tenma taking on Momoka Hanazono. Decent match between the both of them. Goes just under 9.5 minutes. Momoka tried to get the win, tried to do a little bit of cheating to get the win, but ends up getting caught by Nodoka into a kill switch, dropped her down, and gets the pin. Great chemistry between the both of them, too, as Nodoka will take the win in their match and the 2 points in the Grand Prix. We go to one of our non-Grand Prix matches, Asahi taking on Yoshiko Hasegawa. Decent reaction for the both of them. Subpar wrestling, thanks to Yappy. Asahi does get the win here in just over 8.5 minutes in singles action. And nice little easy win for her here. But she gives respect to Yappy for her effort, but she says that she knows the Strong Kickers are coming out next for a tag team match, and she says Hanan's not here, but she'll be waiting for the Strong Kickers to give an answer to their challenge. MTJ is retiring. Who's MTJ? I can't quite remember. My brain's not firing on all cylinders right this second with that. We get to our next match. Strong Kickers taking on JK Fallen Stars. And quick little match. Oh, Martin Truex Jr. Okay. Yeah, I was not aware of that. Well, I mean, he's been around for quite a while, so that makes sense. So yeah, Strong Kickers in just under 8 minutes is all it took to dispatch of JK Fallen Stars. Kamiyu big boots the shit out of Ruaka's face. and gets the win. Kamiju carrying the match for everybody to the 48 that it was. And Strong Kickers getting the win. And, of course, after the match, they get on the microphone. They call out Hanan and Asahi, which, of course, Hanan's not there. But Asahi will be listening as they will accept the match at the next live stage here in about a week and a half. The next live stage, 46 versus JD Lionesses. And they plan on being able to successfully defeat them once and for all and get themselves to Spring Festival and take the Twin Spirit titles back from Marikoto. Our next matchup, Hikari Noa taking on Unagi Sayaka. Decent enough match there. 10.5 minutes until Hikari ends up getting the Cobra Twist on Unagi and breaks the winning streak that Unagi has been on as of late. And I think it's been about a 3-match winning streak, but it is ended here by Hikari with the Cobra Twist. And that will be 2 more points on the board for Hikari Noa. Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Hamlin, Logano. It's weird to think of Logano as like the older driver. I remember when he was a 20-year-old kid. It's weird to talk about Logano like in the same realm as like Keselowski and Hamlin. We get to our main event. Jungle Kyoto taking on Mika Iwata. Iwata a little bit worse for wear after her match against Ram. She did not expect it to take as much as it did. But she fought as hard as she could for 14.5 minutes. We get almost to the end of the 15-minute time limit. The time winding down, and with what she had left in her, it just wasn't enough as Kiona ends up hitting her with a spinning gut wrench powerbomb and getting the win with just 33 seconds to spare on the clock. Kiona getting the win over Mika Iwata. Fantastic matchup. This is gonna be a good ass show. This is gonna be at least in the 60s. Jesus Christ. Nagano share the same birthday. Interesting. But yeah, afterwards, Kiona shakes Iwata's hand, gives her massive respect for coming out here and doing what she did tonight with 2 matchups and the guts and the endurance that Mika had. And Kiona says right now, unless she's able to show up next week for one of her matchups, she may be doing the same at live stage 46. So we'll find out if that is true later on next week. But 70, that might be one of our best shows we've ever had. Crazy. And now we've got TV tapings. No backstage incidents. That's good. All right, Broadlands Arena. Let's get back to in where we are at. I'm going to move this down to night 10, so I'm ready for that. But you've got TV tapings to plow through. Do you do house shows? No. We are not big enough for house shows. Pretty much everything here is pretty much booked as you see it. I pretty much just do TV and some big events for Vertigo. That's about all I can do at this point. Can't really afford too much else. Three minutes. Nick Dinsmore. All. So I can do Mike Bailey, who's not here. And I'd say it's at least a minor defeat for Bailey for that. Saying that he is out indefinitely. All right, opening contest. We've got Parker. We've got Knight, whatever, signed PCO to Vertigo. I don't know. He's kind of aged at this point. I'm already dealing with people like Nakamura of the stature of Nakamura, who was losing his stamina quick, fast, and in a hurry. The one downside is once you start aging in this game, like, there's not really stopping it. There isn't like the idea of a PCO who can hold on for God knows how long and still wrestle well into his 50s. Let's see. Parker. We got open match. Run. Decisive. Boom. Nice little opening match. Run. Angle. 2 minutes. Drew. Ryan Davidson. Aging in this game is pretty jank. Yeah. Like, if Sting were Sting is still retired in this game because he was not unretired in AEW at this point. But yeah, there's no way I don't think I'd be able to bring him back, and he certainly wouldn't wrestle at the height at the ability that he was in his last bits in AEW. He would be just, you wouldn't even really even be able to use him. Let's see, selling, fighting. There we go. Boom. 2. Nick Dinsmore. Anthony Mayweather. Let's see. AR. Matt Cardona. These guys are off screen. As well as Ricky Starks off screen. And he'll be off screen too. Why not? But putting him over, being in a tournament. Yeah, that should work. Actually, there you go. That'll make sense. Someone did a save file in TEW. They got to the point of everyone in the game in the world retires. What happens? I mean, they keep creating new characters. Like the dojos and other wrestling schools in this game, they still create characters. So I think even in mine, where I kind of turned it off, but they'll still graduate people in dojos and schools, all the different wrestling schools in this game. And they just create more people. And then they'll use pictures of like existing wrestlers. Sometimes it'll even be like sons or daughters of wrestlers who've like left the business or retired. So there will always be a world. Yeah, the dojos will just when they create a new wrestlers, a lot of times you can set it to where they'll just take a picture of another wrestler. So yeah, you can do that. They'll take it based off of, like, if it's a Japanese woman, they'll go through people who are like retired, I think, and or out of the business, and they'll pick a picture from someone who's like a Japanese woman. So at least it'll look kind of the way it needs to be. I would have to find out how it is in the game, because I've mostly turned it off because obviously I keep adding people in real life who come in, but I'd have to actually look. I don't know if I could actually find people just because I haven't really been paying attention. But yeah, the game creates people. There's new people made all the time from the wrestling schools and the dojos. All right. Anthony Mayweather, Max Caster, at 8 minutes total. Just a tune-up match for the former champ. Oh no, not open. This is a 6 minute. This is a 6 minute match. It's not gonna be much here. We'll put Anthony Bowens ringside. There we go. Let's see. Matt Cardona talking about AR Fox, who's off screen. So microphone and his star quality there. All right. Add another match. Let's see, 2v2. Oh, you know what? I did not add them as teams yet, have I? Let me add the team. Come on. Auto name. That's exactly what I wanted. There you go. Cool. 2v2. Come over here. Heath and Hedig. Flip forever. We got 11 minutes. Let's go with Heath getting the win. We'll go open match. Decisive finish. There you go. Angle. There we go. Heath. Joe Hennig. They're going to cut themselves a little promo. There you go. Fantasy Booker's Discord server, the question of the Dojos thing. Yeah, you'd probably get an answer out of them. All right. Main event. We got Effie. We've got Alex Shelley. There we go. In TEW, can a person die? Absolutely. Absolutely. Through various means. In fact, they have a setting in TEW 2020, I think even in 2016 and maybe even 2013 called Kenny Deaths, which is literally just random deaths that can happen. Sometimes, it's people aging out, but then sometimes it's just somehow someone ended up randomly dying of something, I think there's a better possibility if they're listed as like an alcohol or drug abuser. There's a stronger possibility they're not going to make it to 80. But yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think a few people, I think in this realm, on this particular save, I think Vince McMahon has already died. I'm not 100% certain though. Angle. Boom. 2. Effie. Alex Shelley. Matt Riddle and RVDB drug abuser, since they use the I think that could be listed under soft drugs because they got a difference between soft drugs and hard drugs. So yeah, I think that'd be listed. I don't know if there's anything specifically for marijuana, but I think it'd go under soft drugs. Hard drugs would obviously be like, much more serious stuff like coke or meth or something like that. Let's see, selling and acting. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Yeah, we'll do minor success. Why not? All right. Here we go. 60 minutes. Done and done. Okay, we are here for Vertigo Attack episode number 57. Is the first of our 4 episodes being taped. We open up with Nick Dinsmore with some unfortunate news, as he has heard after we had Undeniable. Sorry. After Undeniable, he received word that due to the attack from AR Fox, Mike Bailey's ankle is still not healed. He is not cleared to compete, as he was hoping to be back. It is not going to happen. So he is supposed to be back relatively soon, though. But it has been decided that there will be an interim world champion, Vertigo world champion crowned. Over the next few weeks, we'll be having qualifying matchups, and he is announcing that all 3 former Vertigo world champions will have their opportunity, as much as he's not a fan of AR Fox being the reason why he's doing this. He is giving him the opportunity to qualify to compete in said world title match. But right now, or at least tonight, the main event will be former champion and first champion Effie will be going up against Alex Shelley in the interim Vertigo world title qualifier. So the first of 3 matchups will happen this week, with the main event Effie and Alex Shelley. The regen features on in the game options. Yep, that sounds about right. I didn't know exactly how it worked, but yeah, that was pretty much how it worked. Our opening contest here in Attack, Drew Parker, who was, of course, attacked a few weeks ago, is back. He is here against Kevin Knight, and ends up with a flying foot stomp to get the win here in just over 7 minutes. There we go. I was like noticing that there wasn't anything in the background. I was wondering what happened. But either way, decent little match, at least for the opener here for the show. And after that, Parker celebrates his return here with a win. And once again, he gets attacked. This time, Ryan Davidson is the one to get behind him and attack him. Eventually grabs a steel chair from underneath the ring, comes back in and starts walloping him with the steel chair till staff hit the ring and force him away, force the chair out of his hand and to the back, as Davidson has a bit of a smile on his face as he is forced to the back, and staff tends to Drew Parker. Likely that like 4,000 people in IRL would have 0 regens. Yeah, basically. We get to another segment with Commissioner Nick Dinsmore. He announces the other title qualifiers for future weeks. Next week, the second Vertigo World Champion, AR Fox, will be facing off against none other than always ready Matt Cardona in next week's main event. And then 2 weeks from tonight, 2 weeks from tonight's show, Anthony Mayweather, the former Vertigo World Champion, who of course lost it to Mike Bailey, will have his world title qualifier against Absolute Ricky Starks. So once all of these 3 guys have determined their matchups for the 3-way dance, in 3 weeks, we will be having the 3 winners from the previous weeks facing off for the interim Vertigo World Championship. Did have an idea you get Santino as co-commish. Yeah, I noticed with him being the TNA guy, yeah, I could see that. The Acclaimed come out, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. There will be a tune-up match, of course, for Mayweather. It was announced that he'll have a tune-up match next to prepare himself for his title match or title qualifier in a couple weeks. He'll be facing Max Caster, who, of course, he and Anthony Bowens come out to insult Mayweather, as well as other Vertigo tag teams. I think they're coming off of I think they might be coming off a win. I can't remember at Undeniable. Nonetheless, it is not making Anthony Mayweather a happy camper. And in just under 6.5 minutes, Mayweather hits Max Caster with a red sky, flattens him, and gets the pin. And the former world champion is prepared for his main event match in 2 weeks. Didn't seem to click. Definitely lack of psychology. And I mean, it still was a decent enough match. I'll take it. Matt Cardona. He's got a quick promo talking about his match next week against AR Fox, as he's pretty much moved past his heritage title already. He's ready to jump to the world title, and not only do that, but take the world title and hightail it once again, this time with the biggest prize in the company. He is proud to be rid of the heritage belt, and he wants to go after the big one. The ultimate prize, and run away with that. We get to our next match. Heath and Joe Hennig taking on Flip Forever. There was a bit of a kerfuffle last in the 0 hour for Undeniable, as some cheating had gone on between Heath and Joe Hennig to get the win over, I believe it was Andrew Everett. We get the tag team match here. Good wrestling, decent reaction, just under 9 minutes. And you get the sweetness from Heath. And I feel like I need to change that because he doesn't do a lot of rock ones now. But nonetheless, we get Heath and Hennig getting the win here over Flip Forever. And, of course, after the match, grabbing microphones to talk about and explain their actions at the 0 hour of Undeniable. And they talk about feeling disrespected by the locker room. They say, we are 2 guys who have hit the highest of highs in professional wrestling. We've been in the biggest professional wrestling company in the entire world. We have a wealth of knowledge. And what do we get? A bunch of young, ignorant young men who don't want to listen to what any of the veterans tell them, and don't want any of their knowledge at being at the top imparted on them. And he said he's even heard a couple of these guys refer to them as jobbers. And this is pretty much the thing that set them off. They've felt disrespected for too long by a bunch of guys who've never even seen WrestleMania on the other side of the gates, or on the other side of the seats. And they basically leave in a huff, as they claim that this will be continuing. And we get to our main event. The former Vertigo World Champion Effie is going to get his world title qualifier against Alex Shelley. An exceptional contest for the main event. Just under 15.5 minutes, unfortunately, for the former champ. Alex Shelley hits a Shiranui and pins Effie, and Alex Shelley will be the first of 3 competitors with his ticket punched to the interim Vertigo World title match here in 3 weeks. So he will be in the 3-way dance. We will have the next 2 guys determined in the coming weeks. They shake hands as a show of sportsmanship. Effie feels a little dejected by it. And show ends with Shelley motioning his desire to be the Vertigo World Champion. And there we go. 62. God damn. Nice. Most indies like WoW and WXW are rare to find in a mod. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what Indies Plus was supposed to be, where it was a lot more indie type places. I think because once you put in like maybe a bunch of once you put in more than like 50 or so companies, the game gets a little odd. I don't know. There's still a lot of completely unsigned dudes in this game. There's a plethora of people. I think you could probably put a bunch of different companies, but yeah, I think it's just a lot of people who decide, hey, if I put this company in, I got to put these wrestlers in, and I don't really feel like doing that. So I know someone's doing like Japanese shindies. Like not Joshi ones, but like the men's promotions. I was just seeing that. Kitty Rush from WoW, and probably not. Yeah, probably not. I'd have to look, but almost certainly not. Unless they were managed to be in here like 4 years ago. If they're relatively new, then I would say no. Let's see. Taylor Wyndham. Entertainment. Minor success. 2 minutes. Boom. And of course, Shinsuke Wyndham. Man, it's weird because these are a couple guys that I had in a previous save with different types of things that they were able to do. And now I'm dealing with conspiracy theorist Taylor Wyndham and broken down Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's see here. Nakamura will get the win, though. We're not just going to have him lose in his first TV match. There we go. Because nobody wants 2024 Nakamura. unless you're like me and you're starving for like star power. When your biggest star is Crimson. and Mike Bailey and Matt Cardona. Let's see here. Anything post Believe Bo Dallas. Hey, people are. Hey, I gotta. You say that, but then I don't know. We'll see how the Wyatt Six stuff happens. Yeah, the thoughts. It was a really cool introduction. I do gotta agree with us. I heard that it's supposed to be more grounded, and God in heaven, do I hope it's more grounded, because yeah, that's always one of the things. I think one of the best things I saw from it that someone had mentioned. They're like, listen, every big Wyatt debut / return is amazing. It's everything else that comes after it that ends up being the problem. They have an amazing opening segment. Every time there's a big return or a debut or something like that, it's everything after. Wrestler wife beater. Oh, yeah. Old school CZW. JJ Garrett, Griff Garrison, and Eric Cannon. And actually, we're doing Calvin Tankman and Trey Lamar. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of builds. Come on now. There we go. Next match. Why was the wrestler called that? Because CZW in early 2000s. That's about it. It's about the only way I can describe it. God, what was I doing? Throwbacks. Boom. Oh, why am I doing that? 9 minutes. Quickie match. Quickie match. I think Trey Lamar, we'll give him a TV win here. Open match though, decisive victory. Cannon will be ringside for it because he's hanging out with him. There you go. Angle. Let's do that. To Ryan Davidson. And yep, it's just a promo for Davidson. There we go. Next match. Casanova. One called Manders. We get that. We get 9 minutes on the clock for that. We have Casanova getting the victory. Open match. It is a not tainted, cheap. I don't do a lot of DQ finishes, so. And it will be Casanova by JT Dunn. Boom. All right. Why did James Storm fail in WWE? He didn't fail in WWE. He just TNA Impact at the time was offering more money than WWE would. And God, someone just mentioned that. LA Knight just mentioned that. LA Knight, when he signed back to WWE he just talked about that, where he sort of had to bet on himself by going to NXT because he was taking a pay cut from Impact, like a big pay cut. But the idea was hopefully he would not flounder and make a lot more money. I'd have to look to see if I booked something wrong. I don't think I did. We'll see. GT. I might have. You booked one to interfere on himself. Oh, okay. I will change that. Entertainment, selling, and we'll do acting because Manders probably doesn't have a lot of menace. He has more menace than acting, so I guess we'll run that. Minor success and minor success there. Was that 3 minutes? Yes, that was. One called Manders. Oh, derp. See, I accidentally did two of them because it should be that. All right. Casanova wins by DQ. Cheap finish, open match, JT Dunn interfering. There we go. All right. And people hyped it as being the greatest thing in wrestling ever and should be champ. Yeah, I was going to say, people aren't going crazy about, I feel like people forgot. I was just about to say, it feels like people forgot about him because I don't hear about him anymore. But yeah, the reason why James Storm, he didn't fail in WWE, he just didn't go to WWE because he felt that Impact was giving him more, he was getting more money from Impact. And took that route instead of Knight, who felt like who basically took the risk that Storm didn't want to take of, all right, I'll be here and make shit money on the idea that I'll make more. This is why we'll never have another yes movement. No. The closest we had was Kofi Mania. I don't think we've had anything. So I guess Cody, we did have Cody, but I was still not on the Cody finished the story. I still feels not quite on the level, I think, of yes movement. Let's see, 18. Yeah, he made the right call. James Storm, there's a possibility it wouldn't have worked. Well, I don't know. No, because with like Robert Roode, I think was he doing the glorious stuff at that time? Yeah, I think he was. So, I mean, they might have, it might have been one of those things if he was still able to stick around, maybe. But I bet you Storm would have ended up getting cut in 2020 anyway. So it probably ended up being the right move for Storm anyway. Storm was one of those guys who probably when like Gallows and Anderson first got cut and all those other guys in 2020 got cut, he probably would have been on that block as well. Let's see. AR Fox. Open. Decisive. Boom. All right. There's that. AR Fox. Entertainment. Boom. God, 119 already. Okay, so we got to run through this, and we got 2 more TV episodes and 2 more IdolPro shows. All right, I think we can knock it out. Okay, we are here for Vertigo Attack, episode 58. It is the second of 4 tapings, second of 4 episodes in the tapings. We open with Taylor Wyndham, and he declares a victory over the system. He has beaten the system, much as the same way as he has recognized other great men who have beaten the system before. And still has his golden ticket in his hand, and he feels now that he's become the beat the system, maybe he can become the system. He can become the thing and take it over and shape it in his image. And with that, subconscious plays. Nakamura comes out, and we get a matchup. So Taylor Wyndham, who was hoping to beat the system once again, is unable to do so. Fantastic heat and great wrestling, though. Just under 11 minutes, Nakamura ends up hitting the running single leg high knee. The Bomaye knee strike. Nakamura hits the Bomaye, and Wyndham goes down, and that is it for him. Nakamura gets the 3. Nakamura a bit rusty. That'll go away once he's got a few more matches under his belt. That's good. Good. But nonetheless, Nakamura won Bomaye to Wyndham, and under 11 minutes dispatches him, and that is it. Interesting opening matchup. We go to the back. We got the throwbacks talking about the barroom brawl win that they had up against Conley and Filipino Grigio. And we get Tankman and Lamar backstage with the tag belts, and they greet them, and there seems to be some friendly banter between them. And the throwbacks decide, hey, you know what? We can talk about a potential tag title match later, but since we're fighting each other coming up next, hey, how about the loser? If you can join us at the bar after the show, and the loser for tonight's match covers the bar tab. And Tankman and Lamar decide to take them up on that offer, and we go to that match. Stomad took the road of opening wrestling school, part of the PC to develop any wrestlers league, but right of the Kansas second reboot of Tough Enough. I mean, I think what they're doing is fine. It's a vision. It's a different vision than what a lot of other people have, and hell, it's working out for them. So, can't really blame them. There's a lot of NXT people that I've never heard of before because they've literally only been in the WWE system, but people love them. So I can't really say anything about that. Can't say it didn't work. But we get to the match. Tankman and Lamar and the throwbacks. Doesn't last very long. 6.5 minutes. And the tag champs dispatch the throwbacks as Lamar submits JJ Garrett and gets the win in a non-title match for Tankman and Lamar. And it looks like the throwbacks will be covering their bar tab tonight. We get to Ryan Davidson, who's going to explain his actions from last week. He's got a vignette that shows that he's been feeling lost over the last few months. He's not been himself. He doesn't know what direction he's been wanting to go, and he realizes that he needs to get back to his roots. He needs to get back to what he knows best, and the only thing that he knows best that he's been doing here in Vertigo is extreme violence. So he showed a little bit of Ryan Davidson that we first saw when he first arrived in Vertigo, and he wants to get back to the very thing that he knows, and that is violence. And with that, we get to our next matchup. Christian Casanova, fresh off of his win at Undeniable, the number 1 contender to the Vertigo Heritage title, going up against one called Manders, who was also successful at Undeniable. Great wrestling between the two. It went 6.5 minutes, and unfortunately, we don't get a definitive ending here, as it looks like Manders was maybe going to be able to lariat him, JT Dunn hits the ring and attacks Christian Casanova, starts stomping away at him. Manders is confused and upset as Dunn grabs a microphone and, Casanova gets the win by DQ, but at the cost of him getting stomped away at by Dunn. Dunn grabs the microphone, yells at Casanova for really thinking that he's the next star in Vertigo. It's just Christian Casanova, Carmelo Hayes. Yes, because I think he was still an indie guy when this mod came out, so he was not added as Carmelo Hayes. So he was just available there. And I think I was using him just before he actually ended up on NXT. I can't remember. I want to say I did. Because I was kind of surprised to actually see him. I'm like, oh shit, that's the guy that I've been booking. But he says that Casanova's win was a fluke and starts stomping away on him again. Manders grabs his shoulder, turns him around, and he goes face to face with JT Dunn. Dunn seems a little nervous to try to go up face to face with Manders. Ends up kind of holding up his hands, dropping the microphone, and decides to get out of the ring and just leave Manders in the ring to tend to Casanova as he heads to the back. Yeah, the NIL thing. Yeah, it's a move. PC signups only. I mean, I guess it's, like I said, it's definitely different and it's definitely not what everyone would probably want. But I mean, I guess if it works, because you get guys like Trick Williams was one of those guys too. And he was never an indie wrestler as far as I know. And, now you got all these people going, whoop that trick. It worked for like Bianca Belair. Braun Breaker, I think, had a couple indie matches, I think. But like guys, people who like who don't even have family members, like the Trick Williamses and I'm trying to think about some of the other guys. But yeah, like Trick Williams and like what are the dudes? The country dudes that are now up on Raw. The Creed brothers. Stuff like that. Seems to be working out okay. Main event for the show. Of course, we've got our second of 3 Vertigo interim world title qualifiers. AR Fox, the former Vertigo world champion, going up against Matt Cardona. An exceptional matchup between the both of them. Didn't seem to click, but didn't matter. It was still a great matchup. Just over 16 minutes is what it went. Fox catcher by AR Fox to Cardona in the main event, getting the win, and he will be moving on. He will be the second official person. He joins Alex Shelley in the match to determine our Vertigo interim world champion. Grabs a mic, gets up in Cardona as well as the audience's face from the ring, says that he is the gatekeeper for a reason. And this is exactly why, and this is also why he will become the interim world champion. And when Mike Bailey decides to make his way back, it's not going to matter because he will do to Bailey what he has done to people for the last several months as the gatekeeper and stomp them out. Great show. Once again, fantastic. Brown's a football star, Kennesaw State security guard. Yeah. I didn't know if he did indie appearances or not. I wasn't sure. NXT spots for Thunder Lighters Excursion. All right. I got to try to knock this out. Boom, boom. Okay, 3 minutes. Ty-Ray. So we got Ty-Ray. Let's see. Entertainment. Oh, Lord. There we go. All right. Another 3 minutes. Ty-Ray once again. Christian Casanova. Entertainment. Boom, boom. Got that. He was contacted with okay. Yeah, I thought I'd heard something about that. I think it was like a favor to Regal, who had known him for a while. Yeah, obviously they weren't going to pay the money for Jushin Liger's actual theme, considering it's an old, actual licensed music. Probably would cost a lot of money. So just save the headache of that. Let's give... I think I usually give Odinson a win. We'll give Pero a win here. It won't be open, because they're really just... unfortunately just eating the Regal twins here. Here's that. We got Calvin Tankman, Trey Lamar, and they are just doing their thing. We'll use Menace. They're not really talking or anything, so they just have their own way of doing things. Let's do that. 2 minutes. We've got Drew Parker. He's talking about Ryan Davidson and Tim Donst. Not on screen. Microphone. I guess minor successes here. Kind of putting them over maybe a little bit. All right. Matchup. Let's see here. We've got Eddie Edwards taking on Facade. Boom. We go 11 minutes on that. Come on. We get Eddie. We'll make it an open match. It's a popular tag team. Have it be something. Well, if we have Yuta there, we'll utilize Yuta. Give him his deal. And there you go. Let's see. I don't know how much I'm paying Yuta. I think he's still fairly cheap at this point. Eddie. Just smacked my microphone. I'm sorry. I don't know how that sounded on your end. Entertainment. He's off screen using the star quality. There we go. There's that. Another angle. There, we got 2 minutes. Starks. All right, Ricky Starks. We're doing microphone, minor success. And I think we're good there. There's that. And match. 2 Tate twins. Can you imagine if I didn't pre-book all this shit and just drop it in? Like, there's so much shit. Like, a month would take me for fucking ever if I didn't do it this way. I'm kind of glad I do, because I can work shit out. But, man, because I used to do practically 1 week at a time. I think Brent needs a win. Maybe when I get down to having I might have 2-hour shows at some point. That might end up being a thing. I end up having my own Friday night show. And then maybe I'll have to, if I start doing them live where I'm not taping whole stuff. I think my next move at some point, I think relatively soon, is going to 2 shows of taping, and then I'll just break up my tapings into 2 different segments. I'll do like a week 1 taping and a week 3 taping. I think that's gonna be how I do it. Decisive finish. Yep, let's do that. And that's still Calvin Tankman and Trey Lamar and Nick Dinsmore. So Menace and acting and microphone builds them up. Here we go. Main 1v1. We got Mayweather and Starks. $18 minutes. Starks. Open match. Decisive win. Boom. Can I change it? I don't think I could change it. Not here. But I think if I go into the roster, I can. I can make sure that he's got the Rochambeau and the spear. Pretty sure. Yep. All right. They're both in here. Come on, mouse. Don't do this shit to me. I should just get a Logitech. This thing, I like my Vertigo. I like my vertical mouse, but I think the I don't know, this whatever the battery's in here kind of sucks, and then the sensor in it kind of sucks. I might just have to get a relatively inexpensive, because even a cheaper Logitech is probably nicer than what this is. I just wanted a vertical mouse, and it was kind of nice, but yeah, the battery kind of sucks, and the sensor seems to suck sometimes. So, all right, put Cyrus Fees, Rich Palladino, Samoa Joe, Charisma, microphone. They're announcers, so it doesn't matter, but whatever. I'll put that there. All right, 12 segments, 60 minutes should be. Yep. All right. Golden. We're done. We're set. Ship her out. Okay, we're here for Vertigo Attack episode 59, the third in 4 episodes taped here. And we're going to open up week number 3 with Ty Ray. We hadn't seen him the first couple of weeks, but now we get the official Heritage title celebration from the new Vertigo Heritage champ in Ty Ray. He's glad to show that he truly is the future. He's been able to back up his words, and he declares that he will be a fighting champion. And with those words, we get Christian Casanova's music hit. Still a little sore, seems a little bandaged still from both the match and the stomping out that he got from JT Dunn last week. But he comes out because he would like to face Ty Ray next week. He says if Ty Ray's here, and he'll be here next week, he'll be ready for his title match that he has earned. And so that match is accepted. So next week, the Vertigo Heritage title will be on the line. Ty Ray with his first official title defense, taking on the number 1 contender, Christian Casanova. We get our opening contest, The End. We haven't seen The End in a few weeks. They're taking on the Regal Twins. An extremely short match. Didn't seem to matter too much. Just under 5 minutes, 4:38 officially. Last rites hit as they dispatch of the Regal Twins quite easily. As despite all the chemistry and tag team specialist bonus, did pretty well, but I feel like they probably could have done better if it was more than 5 minute match. But nonetheless, The End just devoured the Regal Twins and showed why they're still a dominant tag team. With that, we go to the back where we see Calvin Tankman and Trey Lamar with their tag titles over their shoulders as they've been looking at a monitor and apparently watching the match that had just happened. And they seem to be kind of talking to themselves and pointing at the monitor as it looks like they'll be scouting for potential challengers for their tag titles. We get to Drew Parker, who a couple weeks ago suffered an attack at the hands of Ryan Davidson. Not happy about the fact that once again he has gotten attacked by a psychotic man. And this time he has to deal with it alone. There's no Tim Donst around. He has no idea where Tim Donst is. He's not been able to answer his phone or be in any sort of contact with him after that street fight that he suffered a loss at Undeniable at the hands of Eddie Edwards. So Drew Parker's going to have to kind of go at this alone. Speaking of Eddie Edwards, he is in action right afterwards against one half of the Neon Ninjas Facade. Wheeler Yuta comes out to second him, but doesn't mean too much as it is a superb match between the two. But Die Hard Flosion by Eddie Edwards in just over 9 minutes gets him the win against Facade. And another strong victory for Edwards coming back from Undeniable. And with that, he basically quickly talks about dispatching Tim Donst in a street fight, and then basically says that he heard that Ty Ray in his little title celebration that he was a fighting champ, and if he's truly a fighting champ, then maybe if he's able to beat Christian Casanova next week, maybe Eddie Edwards will be the next challenger for the Heritage title. And with that, he heads to the back, and we head to our next segment with Ricky Starks. He has he's getting his tape on, he's gotten his boots laced up, and he's very nervous because this is a big match for him to potentially fight for the interim Vertigo World title. And he's been going over between Neon Zero and Wrestle Zenith and now Undeniable. You know, it's come to these big matches that he's been a part of, and he's not been successful in them. And he's a little nervous because this is another big match that he's hoping to be successful in. He's looking to end that poor streak that he's been on right now. And so he's getting himself ready as he'll be fighting in the main event. But first, the Tate twins taking on the Sana Kamina, and goes just under 6 minutes. Brent Tate ends up super kicking Shunma Katsumata, and the Tate twins get the win over Sana Kamina. A nice little match between them, as they're doing pretty good, pretty decent match. But Tate twins successful in this contest, and once again we go to the back, where we once again see Tankman and Trey Lamar with their tag titles, still watching the monitor as they seem to have been paying attention to this match here with the Tate twins. And as they're discussing things amongst themselves, Nick Dinsmore approaches them, and the commissioner says that he's been putting these tag matches together because he wants to start determining some challengers for their titles soon. He's not going to have anything right now or right away, but he says in the next couple weeks he's going to start making a decision on how we're going to get a determination on the next challengers to the Vertigo tag titles. So we at least know that is upcoming. As we get to our main event, the third, former Vertigo World Champion and Anthony Mayweather gets his Vertigo World title qualifier against Absolute Ricky Starks. In tonight's main event, an exceptional matchup between both of them goes over 15 and a half minutes. Mayweather looks like he was about to get the win, looks to get a spear in. Starks ends up getting the spear in, picks him up somehow for the Rochambeau, and gets the win. And in a big match situation, at least a relatively big match situation, Ricky Starks takes the win, and he has punched his ticket to the third man in next week's interim world title match. He celebrates as he is excited, and it is a major show, major TV show that will be packed with title matches, as of course they'll be opening the show Ty Ray versus Christian Casanova for the Vertigo Heritage title next week, as well as determining the interim Vertigo World Champion Alex Shelley, AR Fox, and now Ricky Starks in a three-way dance for the main event. And that will be coming up at next week's Attack. Signing off the show, and that will be it. One more show. All right. Let's do it. Tyree. Christian Casanova. Got that in here. We got 16 minutes total. We got Heritage Belt on the line. And we're going to have Tyree with the win. Open matchup. Decisive victory. Hard fought match between the two, though. 1 minute. Tyree. Christian Casanova. We'll use his charisma. Let me real quick. I got my water. I've not drank my water in a while. I need to hydrate. Sometimes you get locked in and you forget to drink water. You forget to take care of yourself and the basic necessities. Jesse Godders, Preston Vance, Caesar Benoni, and Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz. Boom, boom, boom. And it kind of pushes them all up. Kind of gets them all a little more over for that. And match. Tag team. The Rascals. Neo Body Guys. 10 minutes total. Xavier. Open match. Decisive win. We'll have Caesar ringside for it. There we go. I forgot. There's not a lot of segments because we've crammed in big title matches. So that's taken up a vast majority of the show. Heath, Joe Hennig, Desmond, Zach, fight, sell, success, defeat. And not a whole lot going on. We get this. Boom. Title match intro. So we got AR Fox. We got Alex Shelley. And we've got Ricky Starks. Star quality. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Main event already. Three-way dance. We've got Alex Shelley. We have AR Fox. We have Ricky Starks. It is three-way dance. Interim Vertigo World Title. And we are going 24 minutes, a 21-minute match on TV. Fox. Open match between everybody. Decisive win, though. We're gonna make Fox actually I think Fox will win it. Should Fox win it clean? Actually, we'll do a distraction on Starks from Brandon Tate, and you know what? We'll have both the Tate twins get involved. Actually, they'll get involved in Starks because more than likely he's going to be the first one out, and then we're going to get to Shelley and Fox. And I think by that point, we're going to throw out the Tate twins, but Fox will still end up taking the win. That is most likely what's going to end up happening. 2 minutes. AR Fox, Brandon Tate, Brent Tate. Charisma. Success, minor. Boom. Just like that. 8 segments, 60 minutes. Nice. We're out the door. Okay, it is time for Vertigo Attack episode number 60. It is week number 4 of the tapings, and it is a major episode here. Big time episode, 2 title matches. We got 312 people, so we're getting better and better here. But speaking of the 2 title matches, we got our first one on the way in our opening contest. Ty defending the Vertigo Heritage Championship against Christian Casanova, who, of course, Ray ended up winning it at Undeniable. Casanova earning this in a number 1 contenders match at Undeniable as well. An exceptional contest between the both of them. Goes just over 14 minutes. Ty hits the overtime on Casanova. A hard-fought match between the both of them, but Ty walking away with the victory and his first official defense of the Vertigo Heritage Championship. 59, I will definitely take that. After the match, they shake hands, and Casanova raises Ray's hand. A little disappointed that he didn't win, but he gives him his props. Ray celebrates his first title defense, and we head to the back where Heath and Joe Hennig had been talking to the Neo Body guys, encouraging them, trying to get some tips from them, just kind of being friendly and buddy with them, as it seems the Neo Body guys are giving Heath and Joe Hennig the respect that they feel they deserve. And with that, they start heading to the ring for their matchup. And Heath and Hennig end up running into Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz on their way to the ring, as they'll be facing the Neo Body guys next. And Heath and Hennig sort of have a bit of a brush up with them, and looking for at least an apology or something for bumping into them. And they just sort of brush past them, and that seems to leave Heath and Hennig looking quite pissed off at the disrespect that they've just gotten at the hands of the Rascals. Speaking of which, they're taking on the Neo Body guys. The Rascals and Neo Body guys up next. Superb wrestling, a decent reaction, just under 8 minutes. It was a quick match between the two teams here, but nonetheless, Xavier pins Jesse Goddard, and successful match here for the Rascals, as they'll take the win. But just as soon as they can really take in the win, Heath and Joe Hennig, after the match, attack them, beat them down, and grab a microphone and once again yell at them that they are sick of the disrespect that they've been getting. And they were just out here not that long ago, just a few weeks ago, talking about the disrespect from guys who haven't even made it to the big stage. They call them small time. They said they've never even seen crowds like Heath and Hennig have, and don't even know what it means to be under the brightest of lights, and throws the microphone at Xavier and Wentz as they're trying to recover from the attack by Heath and Hennig. As the ring clears, we get ready for our main event. And we get big title match intros for the three competitors as we introduce AR Fox, Alex Shelley, and Ricky Starks in anticipation of these three guys in their three-way dance for the main event and to crown our interim Vertigo World Champion. An exceptional match in this three-way dance. Goes just under 21 minutes. Ricky Starks, at the hands of the Tate twins interfering, will be the first guy to go. And then it went down to Fox and Shelley. And eventually Tate twins were thrown out, but didn't seem to matter too much as AR Fox ended up getting the upper hand on Alex Shelley and ends up getting the pin. And with that, by the way, Ricky Starks is still doing great, but he's just in there with like really top talent. He's not even that bad at a 60. He just happens to be the weak link amongst two even better guys. But nonetheless, AR Fox gets the pin on Alex Shelley, and AR Fox is the interim Vertigo World Champion. Ricky Starks being used better here than in AEW. That's not a high bar to clear. But with that, the Tate twins come back down as Fox is given an interim championship belt as he celebrates with the Tate twins and poses with the belt to end the show. The crowd not happy about this, but not a whole lot that can be done as we end this final episode of the tapings of Attack with our new interim Vertigo World Champion, AR Fox. 66. God damn. Shit, we still got two other shows to book. All right, we're still under 2 hours right now. I was hoping to get it done under 2.5. I think we can squeeze it. All right, what do we got here? Tommy, that's whatever. I think we're at a point. By the way, that I'm pretty much. I don't know if I'll bring her back. I might bring her back. I mean, it's Utami, but at this point, I don't really have anything for her. She kind of fulfilled her usefulness. The reason why I got her back in January, and she's still been sitting there. So no offense, but I was only using her for a few appearances anyway. I didn't know how many appearances I was going to get out of her, but yeah, job her out to Momo, and that was pretty much all I needed her for. Nothing really going on over here. Let me make sure that this has been set to Monday week 2. No. Okay. We need Monday week 2. Night 10. Monday. 2. Active. All right. I needed to make sure because, yeah, we're 2 days away. All right. Hey, we're small size. We've made it to the next level. We're out of tiny. Both companies are officially small and will probably be here for quite a while. Show me Vince being dead. I can see if he's okay, so he's still here. Okay, that was probably a previous save then. Yeah, I guess Andy's still in charge of WWE. Maybe it was someone else. I don't know who it was. Do I have any deaths that have happened? All years. Let's see. Worker deaths. Have I had anybody? Zeta Zhang? Oh yeah, there's the Kenny death. Died today being impaled by a flagpole. She was 33. Great Kojika, Rick Steiner, Ric Flair. God damn, that happened in... Jesus. That actually happened in freaking. That actually happened in freaking the game too. Good Lord. But yeah, Ric Flair passed away at 72. Once again, like I said, I think you're more likely to be able to have that happen if you've like been doing drinking and soft drugs and hard drugs, which I think Steiner was doing stuff like that. But drugs are thought to have played a part in the death. Yeah. Which I don't think he does. There wouldn't be a reason for him to be still doing drugs. Yeah, that's really sad. That Jimmy Rave happened to die in the game too. I don't know when he died in real life. I think was it 2022? It wasn't that long ago, as far as I remember. It was right after did he lose an arm? Was that Jimmy Rave? He lost an arm, I want to say. Let's see. Yes, okay. Kamala was the guy who got both legs. Oh, Jesus. I forgot about the both legs thing too, man. That really sucks. Yeah, I was like, Kamala was the one who had both his feet amputated, I believe. And Rave, I remember his arm. I don't know why I don't remember his legs. God, at that point, man, that really sucks. Yeah, MRSA and drugs. Mance Warner won the GCW World Title. Tiger Mask 4 staying with New Japan. David Otunga, Miyu Yamashita. Looks like she didn't quit. So, yeah, see, Mr. Brody Lee. Jay White still staying with New Japan. All right. Yep, tomorrow night. Let's try to get this done and taken care of. GCW increased their production values to professional. Well, that's a first. Increase their broadcast quality to higher pro. Also a first. Music level to in-house. Production values to professional. 12,300 people watching. All right. Chris Jokic. Not a guy I've heard of. Let's see. Anything here? John Cone staying. Otis staying. Nia Jax. Okay. What are you broadcasting it on? YouTube. YouTube as a broadcaster is who I'm. Oh yeah. Twitch Japan. No, I got YouTube Japan for that. I'm technically big enough now to do Fight, or I should change that to Triller since it's Triller. It's a stupid name because I still see people call it Fight because it sounds a lot better. But I can do that. But Shunma moved over to the Midwest. I can do that, but more than likely will not. Right now at least, because I think the price for actually doing a pay-per-view, even at like the small size like that, is quite high compared to how much money I have. And then of course the buy rate's almost nothing because you still have to share like the pay-per-view money. And then like 300 people are watching it. We're going to make like $70 and it's going to cost $7,000 to actually put it on. When are we getting Deathmatch Shunma? I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. Let me see. Absent work. All right, cool. Everything kind of worked out for this. Everything did work out the way that I kind of wanted it to work. Well, actually, is this which is the one that I was doing last time? Okay, the Jungle Kiona. No, she isn't here. Fuck. All right, all right, you didn't see this. Oh no, I already saved. Shit, I'm a dipshit. So that's not gonna matter. And we got a backstage incident. Oh. Wrestler's Court. Oh, man. Yeah, so she's still going to be gone. Ah, balls. All right, I got to change up the booking. Fuck, I really didn't need that tonight. Isn't Triller to make the company the awful TikTok ripoff? I don't know. I haven't heard about them making a TikTok ripoff. I don't think they did. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know which one did that. Triller is just basically what Fight used to be. I don't know why they changed the name. I guess because it's not all wrestling anymore. I don't know. Sairi Namba, Himika. Use your entertainment, woman. There you go. All right. Opening match. Oh, that's right. We need to do some local workers. Yeah, we do have some local workers now. Some people that we could add. Bozilla was added. Azusa Inaba, Risa Shinose, Chi-Chi. Oh, Chi-Chi's gonna get some bookings. Hanako's gonna get some bookings. In fact, Hanako, we are booking tonight. I believe this will be her debut. Who else got added in here? Hisoka, Komomo Minami, who, you know, was technically supposed to have entered wrestling anyway. She was already in here. Who else? I need to change her to Shozuki, I think. Let's see. Saran. Where's Priscilla Kelly? I don't know. I think she's still in the... I think Sayuri and Sayaka. I can't remember if they were in here or not. No, Yufa was in here. Yura Suzuki and Zones. Zones is going to get some bookings, I think, too. I don't know what I'm going to do with Zones yet, but Zones is going to get some stuff. Yeah, I'm sure Priscilla Kelly's still doing indies right now in this. Mio. Hanako. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it because she's still hurt. God, Mio's going to be hurt forever. She's still got like 3 months. It's crazy. Actually, you know what? Let's give her an open match. She's a small girl. Hanako's like 5'10", 5'11". Why you prefer Japanese Joshis over other women in wrestling? I mean, it's mostly because I watch it. And also, you end up seeing a lot more shows because, I don't know, like they end up generally being better wrestlers. And you see that even in Tokyo Joshi Pro for the most part. If you're not one of those women who get a lot of bookings in general, like Masha Slamovich, you know, she gets a lot of bookings. She's a fantastic wrestler. But yeah, I think a lot of it also becomes from the fact that they end up kind of being better wrestlers in general because they get a lot more matches in. I think they said something like, was it Anna Jay that they wanted to go to Stardom, and that probably would end up doing well for her because I think she still had less than 100 matches in her career in like 5 years. Meanwhile, half of Stardom's roster is going to get 100 matches in 2024 alone. Let's see, Miyamoto, Hanako, even someone like Hanako who hasn't been around, who only started back in like November or December, has probably put in at least 60 or 70 matches, I would assume, at this point. So yeah, they develop pretty quickly. You just get to see them develop pretty quickly, and they end up having like really good matches. Like Sarai coming back from Japan compared to dipshit Sarai on NXT is like night and fucking day. And I hope to God they don't end up bringing her back to try to do any sort of. She's doing just fine. She's doing just fine. Don't fucking just let her be. I don't think she'd go back anyway, so it works. There you go. I'm really enjoying Sarai since she came back to Japan. I don't want to see Sarai. Let's see. Himika. Ram. Save it. Boom. Yeah, never book women more than 2 on a card. Yeah. That's another big one. Open match. Decisive, but it will be a flash pinfall. Knowing you, surprised you don't like the Japanese schoolgirl. I don't know. It's like very stereotypical. I see enough of it in anime. I don't know. Isn't WWE wasting Mako Satomura? I will say, I mean, I'm sure Mako's not doing the matches that I've seen her do personally. But I think she's definitely older. So she's probably where she would want to be anyway, making some WWE money while still being able to sort of do Sendai remotely sometimes. Let's see here. Yuna, Mizumori, Ram. I think there's a difference because I think Mako's been there, has already had a large career, and I think at this point she has a different outlook, I think, than Sarai, Sarai's in her fucking prime right now. So probably wouldn't want that to be wasted on schoolgirl sun goddess bullshit when she can just come to Japan and then just whoop people's asses for for the same amount, if not more money. Kiona's gone, right? Fuck. All right. I got to change. I had a backup plan just in case, so that's not there. Yeah, it was only if she's available, which she's not. So we'll book her next week. And we'll just throw an extra match on there. That's fine. All right. She'll just pull double duty next week instead of separating out a little bit. Let's see. By the way, we're supposed to be in Yokohama. I hope I can change that at this point. God damn it. Are you fucking shit. There's like 5 segments. Oh, god damn it. That's not what I fucking wanted. I need to change the venue for the night. God damn it. Half my card needs to go. Because right. Shit. I mean, I can still do it. It's fine. It's whatever. I can still book it, but I'm just there. Now I can save it. I have all this set up, and then I screwed up. I still have an incident awaiting. God damn it. Yep. Wrestler's Court. Okay. She's still gone? Yes, she is. All right. Sayuri Namba. Himika. Why did WWE re-sign Kairi? I don't know. Maybe Triple H liked her. So they're like, well, sign her because I don't know. And she wasn't being used much in Stardom. I think the level of what Kairi wanted to do in Stardom, for whatever reason, they weren't giving her that much as she wanted to do. So she was like, well, if I'm just going to be not doing so much anyway, why not just go on back, make more money. Because at this point, it's like, well, I'm already married. Everything's already dealt with there, so all right. We've got this figured out. Might as well go back and make money while I'm still physically able to do it. Mio, Hanako, acting. No, we'll do charisma and selling, but puts them both over. All right. God damn it. Now I'm behind. Himika, Ram. I'm just trying to knock this shit out. Let's go. What do we got? 10 minutes. Himika. Open. Decisive. Flash. There we go. All right. Now we're back where we were. Just about where we were. That. 2 minutes. Yuna. Ram. Acting. Neutral both ways, I guess. Kiona and Momika Hanazono is not going to be a thing. So we'll put Momika Hanazono out there against somebody else. Let's see. It won't be Jungle Kiona, so we could put... No, Mika Owada's actually involved in the deal there. We could put Saya out there. Who am I not going to be? Is there someone I'm not going to be? You know what? We'll call on Reika Saiki. How about that? We'll do a quick phone call to Reika. Bring her out here. And Reika will take the win. Open match, but Reika will still take the win. All right. It'll be just as long. Let's see. Revelation. Marikoto. And 12 minutes. We give... I don't remember if Kohaku usually gets the win or not. I don't remember. Open match. Decisive win. Let's go back around here because the loser will be Abaddon. That Zane Kenny death. Yeah, I mean that happens every once in a while. It's a small chance of happening. Very small chance, but it does happen. To Maria Kohaku. Do their thing. Minor success. Boom. All right. Match. Let's see. Himika out again. This time, Arisu. Here we go. 16 minutes. And Himika. Open match. Decisive. I'm going to keep Arisu strong. Even though I'm kind of geeking her out with this loss, she definitely just about got Himika this time. She almost got her. Would have been an upset. Super rare occurrence. Yeah, as far as I know, it's a super rare occurrence. I don't know the exact odds, but yeah. Like I said, it does happen, but certainly not that often. Arisu, Himika, acting, kind of puts them both over. All right. Main event. Momo, Mika. That's fine. We gotta do it anyway, so it's whatever. 16. Momo. Open. Decisive. All right. Yep, title's not on the line. Final segment. 3 minutes. Momo closing the show. There you go. Save it. Booking. Everything's as it's supposed to be. All right, let's get going. All right, we are here for IdolPro's Golden Spirit Grand Prix, night number 10. Sold out Yokohama Radiant Hall. We are just a little over a week away, about a week and a half away from Spring Festival. We are getting to the nitty gritty here, down to getting to the end of this Grand Prix, and we'll have to. I think after all these shows, once we get to the end, before we do a lot of the final matches, we'll start tallying up the numbers here. But yeah, there are a lot of people here. There's a lot of fight at the top here. But Siren Ember runs down the card for the night. We originally were going to have Jungle Kiona taking on Momoka Hanazono. That has changed due to Jungle Kiona being unavailable. So she will be replaced tonight against Momoka Hanazono by Reika Saiki. So Reika has been called to be here, and she will have a match tonight. Himika comes out to prepare for her double duty night. She'll not be wrestling right now, but we'll have ourselves an opening contest first, and that is Mio Momono taking on Hanako. And I believe this is the pro wrestling debut of Hanako. Of course, we're a few months behind, or over a year behind at this point, but at this point, this is the official debut of a wrestler by the name of Hanako. 5'11", very tall woman taking on the short Mio Momono. Decent reaction here, but of course the rookie in her opening match unsuccessful against Mio Momono in just under 7 minutes. Code red by Mio Momono to Hanako, and oh no, ramen. I don't have time for this. Mio gets the win, and there you go. She shakes Hanako's hand, encourages her on her debut, and Hanako thanks the crowd and leaves. We get to our first of the Golden Spirit Grand Prix matchups. Himika taking on Ram Kaicho. Ram also dealing with the double duty people as well. Once again, the opening match for them. Good wrestling, decent reaction. This time went a little bit different, as it didn't go as far as Ram was hoping to do. Soften up Himika, maybe even win. Just under 8 minutes, Himika managed a small package, which I'm sure with 5'8" Himika, 5'9" Himika, and like 4'9" Ram probably looked ridiculous. But nonetheless, Himika probably just jumboed herself on top of Ram, and who was unable to get out of it. And Himika gets a fairly quick pin here against Ram. And so there you go. Quick cradle. Himika gets the win and 2 points for the Grand Prix. She's got Arisu Endo coming up later tonight, though. So she's got to recover what she can for her match coming up after this. Now, Yuna Mizumori, her Ram's tag partner, was ringside for this, tries to comfort Ram in yet another loss, and I believe that pretty much takes Ram out of contention to being able to win the Grand Prix at this point. We're pretty much at the point where we're starting to cut the bottom people, so I think this pretty much ends Ram's hopes of winning the Grand Prix. And Ram pushes her away and ends up leaving in a huff. And we get Momoka Hanazono against Reika Saiki filling in for Jungle Kiona. Of course, it won't be a Grand Prix match. We will have that match next week at the live stage show, but she'll still have a match here. And Reika coming in and jackhammering Momoka in just over 10.5 minutes and getting a win here. And solid win for Reika. And Momoka suffering a loss before she has to come back for the Grand Prix, for an actual Grand Prix match. What happens if you book injury stoppage? There's a kayfabe injury thing. So it's a kayfabe injury where it's like, oh, it's an injury, but it's not actually an injury. That's all it is. It's like, oh, like, you know, it's like, oh, something happened to their leg or something like that. And it's just all in storyline. So we go up to our next match, Marikoto taking on a Revelation, and it goes a little over 9.5 minutes. Eventually Kohaku submits Abaddon, and the tag champs in non-title action, dispatching of Revelation on the show as well. With that, after the match, they grab microphones. They're looking forward to their next title match, and we'll prepare for whoever will be challenging. Of course, we have ourselves the match between Strong Kickers and JD Linus is coming up in a week at Live Stage 46 to determine who will be facing Marikoto for the tag titles as they are putting their shot that they won on the line. We'll see what happens. Himeka taking on Arisu Endo in her second of 2 matches tonight, and it took a lot out of Himeka dealing with it. And Arisu, in several aspects, nearly in this 13.5 minute match, nearly ended up getting an upset win over Himeka. But Himeka, with everything that she had left, ended up getting the Argentine backbreaker on Arisu Endo, forces her to tap, and that is it. And Himeka collapses, and that is her double duty. Both matches won for the night. Arisu's dejected as an even softened up Himeka she was not able to beat. Himeka encourages her, cheers her up, and kind of raises her arm to the crowd. Arisu not thrilled about it, but ends up taking the encouragement. Main event. The current Royal Spirit champion Momo Watanabe taking on a former Royal Spirit champion and Mika Iwata here in Grand Prix matchups. A big time match, and I'm sure a big reason why the show sold out tonight. Superb wrestling and great heat. 2 fantastic wrestlers here. Momo ends up getting the win in over 13.5 minutes with the vertebreaker on Mika Iwata. It looked like maybe it was going to go to a draw, but Momo ends up getting a vertebreaker on Mika and gets the win. A surprise, as once again, it seemed like maybe these two were running at 100 miles an hour to try to get the win here, especially once we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Nonetheless, Momo says that this was a foregone conclusion. She seems tired from that, and she'll be happy to add the Golden Spirit Grand Prix to her already impressive resume as she once again looks to prove herself the best Joshi wrestler in the world. 63, I'll take it. All right. We're on Tuesday, week 2. We got to turn around. We're going to Shinkiba tomorrow. And that will be the end. That'll be the final one. God damn, we're going to get this done. Done. Let's see. Time to heal for Himeka. I don't think she's wrestling, so that's fine. Max Stardom frustrated. That sucks. Because I let him go and then he hasn't had a match since. Oh, shit. IdolPro. Move over. Events. Night 11. We're going Wednesday, week 2. Boom. All right. Turn it around tomorrow night. We got another match. We got another show. We'll have a little bit of a, looks like 5-day break at that point. We'll have a few days rest after this. All right. Anything? Shiori, Cena Shiori fully fed. Okay, that's fine. Nothing going on there. Ah. All right. Shinjuku face, no. Not saving it. Not live broadcasting. Shinkiba. Select it. We're back in Shinkiba. I think we were just here. No, we weren't here. It was a couple weeks ago. You bought to end. Yeah, I'm about to do that. I'm running out this show, and we've got a few days rest after it, which seems like a good stopping point. I just wanted to knock this out because we got like 4 other shows to book this month. But yeah, we're almost there. We're in the home stretch. I just got to punch this out. 10 segments, run it through. We're done. I'm going to bed. All right. Let's do that. Match. Opening match. 3-way dance. We've got Rina. We've got Raku. We've got Marika Kobashi. Boom. We've got 13 minutes on the clock with that. We've got Rina taking a win. We're going to go open match, and we're going to go decisive. All right, everyone's kosher with that. 1v1. Michiko. Let's exclude who's booked, because I don't think we're doing that today. So, Miyako Matsumoto. Boom. Bring it in. Knock her out. 10 minutes. Michiko. Open match. Decisive finish. And well, I think we're going to do a tainted win, as there's going to be a distraction finish on Miyako Matsumoto by Ayano. And with that at ringside, Ayano and God, who else is with her? Holy shit. Abaddon won't be there. Haraneko and Chie on Miyakoko's side, as well as Asako Miya. All right. I need to make sure I had everybody listed in here, because this is a real fucky match. All right. 3 minutes. Michiko. Haruna. Ayano. Miyako Matsumoto. Chie. Asako. And there's fighting everywhere. There we go. Match. Mei Suruga. Now Kakuta. And we're running 14 minutes on that. May. Open. Decisive. Is Hikari out here with her? Yeah, we'll have Hikari out here. We'll spend the money to have Hikari come out with her. Doesn't matter a whole hell of a lot, but we're doing another local worker. We're going to give Hanako another match. There we go. So Hanako's going to have a second match here. This time, Sayaka Mitani. That's also not going to last very long, though. Saya's going to get the win. We're going to give her some moves. We're going to give her some time to put some offense in, though. Okay. Next match. Almost there. Notica. Arisu. Boom. GSGP. 17 minutes. We're going draw. Open match. Time limit finish. Boom. Title's not on the line. Hey. Why don't you put this poor girl over? You're fine. You got a belt. Put Arisu over. You don't even have to lose for it. You just got to go to a time limit draw. I'm not asking for much of you. All right. 2 minutes. Notica. Arisu. Acting. Here we go. Main event. Momo. And Himeka. Oh no, Himeka is wrestling tonight. Hopefully you're okay, because we just need one more out of you right now. And then we got a few days off. We just need this last one out of you. Himeka. Whoops. Open match. All out. Decisive. There you go. Angle. Drop her in. 3 minutes. Himeka. Momo. Entertainment and selling. There you go. 90 minutes, 10 segments. Everything else is good. We're golden. Ship it out. Okay, we are here for IdolPro Golden Spirit Grand Prix night number 11. We have sold out Shinkiba first ring on the back of our big main event, which the Siren Amber running down the card. And Raku's coming down to greet the crowd as well. She's been through quite a bit with this breakup with Unagi Sayaka. She's hoping to bounce back from the string of bad luck that she's had. She's in a three-way dance for the opening here with Rina and Marika Kobashi. Decent reaction, subpar wrestling. And Marika Kobashi went first, and it came down to Rina and Raku. Unfortunately, for Raku, Rina gets the win here. Raku carried them. Man, that's the only time I think I will ever see Raku carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. That is a sentence that I don't think anyone has ever uttered. Raku carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. But Rina gets the win in just over 10 minutes. Unfortunately for Raku, who was the ring general. We go to our next match. It's a Grand Prix match. Michiko versus Miyako Matsumoto. Both people have their respective groups out here. Michiko has Revelation. Miyako Matsumoto has Miyakoko Army out. And it is just a complete clusterfuck for 8 minutes that ended up with Ayano Irie distracting Miyako Matsumoto, allowing Michiko to swanton her and get the pin. And Michiko still undefeated as we're closing in. We're closing in on the final matchups for the Grand Prix. Michiko still unbeaten in the Grand Prix. And with that pin, it has turned into an all-out brawl between the teams. This allows Michiko and Miyakoko to get involved in as well as all 6 girls start brawling until the rest of the other girls start separating them and have them go out separate doors to break them up. And that will be it, as there seems to be a lot of bad blood right now between Revelation and Miyakoko's army. We'll see where it ends up coming to a head. We get our next match. It's Mei Suruga taking on Nao Kakuta in a Grand Prix match. And good wrestling, decent reaction. Went just over 12 minutes. Mei Suruga ends up getting the better of Nao, hits her with a brainbuster, pins her, and gets the win. And 2 more points on the board for Mei. Mei, I think, has only lost maybe 1 match right now. She might be at 2. I'm not sure. I think she's only lost 1 match right now. So she's doing almost as good as Michiko. But nonetheless, getting the win there. So she's hoping to get ever so closer to the finals here as we get to our last couple matches. We get Hanako coming back once again, this time facing off in her second ever match against Saya Kamitani. Decent match between the both of them, as Hanako doing quite well for herself at 36. Just over 6.5 minutes, but Saya ends up getting the better of Hanako. Phoenix Splash. I need to change that because she doesn't do high-flying moves anymore. And Saya ends up hitting Phoenix Splash and gets the pin, and Saya with a bit of a win here. And that takes us to our next match. Nodoka Tenma versus Arisu Endo in another Grand Prix match. And decent match between them. And neither one were able to get the win as we get to down to the wire there, both trying to get a win. It was not to be, as they went to the 15-minute time limit, and we get a time limit draw for Nodoka Tenma and Arisu Endo. So they will walk away with 1 point each. So there you go. Arisu, once again, not able to get the win, but was able to take somebody to a 15-minute time limit. So an impressive performance by Arisu there. They shake hands. Nodoka a little perturbed that she wasn't able to get the win, but Arisu seems to be quite happy about the fact that she at least made it to a time limit draw. She did not lose here tonight against the Fighting Spirit champion. Main event, Royal Spirit champion Momo Watanabe versus Himeka. Himeka, of course, just recently pulled double duty just a couple of nights ago. So she's been pulling in the matchups here. Pulling in the matchups to get her Grand Prix taken care of. And she's got a big challenge with the Royal Spirit champion. But as we were winding down, getting to under a minute, Momo looked like she was going to get the win, but she ends up getting caught by Himeka, put into the torture rack. Momo had no choice. I should have put a pinfall at the very least. It probably shouldn't have been a submission. Should have put the 3 on there. We'll pretend that that's what happened. She ended up actually, you know what? Yeah, that's what it would actually be. I should have put pinfall. I messed that up, but yeah. She would have actually gotten a 3. I don't think I would have had Momo tap out. But nonetheless, Himeka did get the win and the 2 points and a strong win against the Royal Spirit champion, nonetheless, in a fantastic match in the main event. Really stupid people put Mirai 2K characters in the TEW mon. I think people might do that. I don't know. In their own personal things, just not stuff that they... I don't think people do that for like stuff that they send out to other people, but I think some people do that. Either way, Momo is not happy about the loss as she took the pin. Himeka celebrates. She motions to Momo's belt as she's been highly successful in the Grand Prix thus far. And greets the crowd. Thanks for being out here. Plans to win the Grand Prix as we're getting down to the final matches. I think she might have one more match left. Coming into the finals here in just a couple weeks, about a week and a half, I think. About a week and a half. We're not that far away from Spring Festival, but that is it. Great show. There you go. I love that he's in here as Vampire Warrior. All right. Closer down. It is late. As I felt like it was probably going to happen. All right. Himika's feeling. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We got a few days rest. You got some rest coming up. God damn. Chris Hero's hurt. Frankie Kazarian's hurt. Ian Rotten has control of IWA Mid-South. Not a whole lot happening. It doesn't matter. There's a few days coming up, but I will deal with that next time because we will not have nearly as many shows. We've got to pull down the, we got to shove down the tubes. I think we've got Live Stage coming up in just a few nights. I believe that's our next event in 4 days is the Live Stage. So that'll be one of our bigger shows. Then we've got 2 more Grand Prix nights to pull in, and then we will have Spring Festival. So we don't got anything else for Vertigo right now, but we do have 4 more shows left in the month for IdolPro. And I think even after we're done with Spring Festival, I think I'm going to have us take a break for over a week. I think we're going to go on a nice little break after that because we've been cramming in the shows. Unless I just decide to free book some random pop-up show right at the end of the month. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Nonetheless, thank you very much, guys, for coming out. I appreciate it. It's been kind of a longer stream. I stayed later than I wanted to, but at least I got done everything I needed to, so I'm happy about that. Anyone who watches this on YouTube and actually manages to get this far, I appreciate you watching as well. And yeah, we're getting to the end here. We're getting to the end of this damn thing, and then I can question whether or not I want to do this again next year because this was a nightmare. All right, so thank you guys for being here. If you're watching, thank you. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.